Take your hat off. Now, honestly, can you tell us apart? Doesn't he look like he just left me in the dryer for 10 extra minutes? And Jeri Ryan!
All to myself. I'm such a lucky.
And you can imagine how miserable we are. Do you want to sit in the middle, doll?
All right.
Why is it set up so we're segregated like this? Who did this?
Move a table. Let's rearrange.
Yeah, let's move. We're going to redo the furniture.
Jesus.
Okay. Be careful. Don't trip. Don't miss. All right. There we go. Okay, Jeri, you get to sit in the middle.
We'll redecorate. You know.
You sit in the middle so we can each put a hand on one knee.
Knee.
So, I know you're excited to see how young we really look in person. Can I just ask you a question?
Yeah.
What kind of underwear are you wearing? That's going to be the only time I ask. Okay. All right, we're going to shape up because there are young children here. Are there young children here? Please raise your hands if you're young. If you're under 16.
Keep it clean. Keep it clean, family.
We're going to keep. Are there people here under 16? Because I'm going to be very well behaved.
You will, but yeah.
Unless you all want to leave. The under 16.
Sorry, we have potty mouth.
No, we don't. We don't have potty mouth. Mr. Phillips, will you just shut up, please? We're going to entertain each other. Not necessarily you, because we don't get to see each other that often, so we're very happy to be in the presence of each other. But we're going to answer your questions, if you have questions, as long as they're clean.
Ish.
Ish. Do we have...
It's the 20th anniversary year.
20th anniversary.
So.
It's the 20th anniversary.
Technically, 17th anniversary for me, because I, kind of cheated, but...
You were 11 years old when we started, right?
Well, almost. I was turning 11, yeah.
11? And I was only 16. How old were you, Mr.
You were 4 and a half, I think.
I was 3.
Wasn't Kess your girlfriend only 2 years old on the show?
She was 2 years old. She had the body of a 1-year-old.
We said clean-ish. That's a terrible, terrible thing to say. I'm sure it'll get worse.
Oh, you're going to hell.
I love...
I've been there.
I also thought that Kess had a very silly wig in the first season of the show. Do you remember Kess's wig? That sort of curly thing. Didn't it look like the little cozy you put on the extra roll of toilet paper? I thought so too. I thought that was unfair. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna get my glasses here, because I can't see anything, so I want my glasses.
So are you guys asking us questions? Oh, there is a microphone.
Oh, you have a microphone. We didn't see
you
that.
have it. It's a hand mic.
Oh, it's a hand mic.
We're a little slow, but we're fast.
By the way, I wore my outer space socks today. Look.
You're what? Wow. Very nice.
Mind if I do that? It was a little experiment to see if I could get anybody to look at my legs.
I know.
I feel so sorry for you.
God. Yeah, you guys got the crappy seats. I'm sorry. We love you, though.
I think we look...
Slightly more than we love you guys, but not really. I'm only kidding. We love you guys, too.
If they had put the stage at that end of the room, though, you would have been way in the back. So it's probably better this way. Nobody has any questions. You're not a very inquisitive people, you Canadians, are you?
Yes, this question is for Robert Picardo.
Yes, that's me.
Of course, I remember you from Home Improvement as the Meat Man. Stargate as
I was a porn star on Home Improvement.
I also remember you from Stargate
I
Atlantis.
just sold meat, I forgot.
I also remember you from Stargate Atlantis, and SG-1 as Mr. Woolsey, and of course as the Doctor. Of the 3 characters, which one would you want to try and do again?
Well, I'm afraid it wouldn't be the Meat Man. Although Tim Allen is a huge Star Trek fan, and had I been on Star Trek at the time, he would have been a lot more excited to work with me, I think. Well, the Doctor was, because, you know, the Doctor was such a fun part, and because I started with such a clean slate, I got to travel the most, so it was the most interesting arc of the three characters. Stargate Atlantis was great because the producers were not as controlling as the Star Trek producers. Star Trek.
Really? What do you mean?
Well, I don't know about you. Yeah, we were not allowed to ad-lib on Star Trek. If you had a spontaneous idea for Star Trek, that was fine as long as you phoned it in 5 days in advance. That was our idea of spontaneity. And then if they liked your idea, it suddenly appeared in the rewrite pages. So, not to take anything away from them, they know their show very well, but they kept a very firm grip on it. Whereas Stargate was very loosey-goosey.
Hi, my name is Andrew.
Hi.
One of my favorite episodes in Voyager was the episode where the Doctor and 7 of 9 switched bodies. I'm probably not the only one in this room that absolutely loved that episode. It certainly looked like you both had a tremendous amount of fun doing
So much
that.
fun, yeah.
Yeah, it looked just a lot of fun. And the chemistry between your characters was very evident. You both acted very well with each other. And instead of a question, I actually have a bit of a request, if possible, of the two of you.
Oh, I know where this is going.
I'm not sure if you do. Cleanish. Anyway, I was wondering if the two of you could sing. You Are My Sunshine.
You remember the melody?
Vaguely.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I'll do the melody once too, and the second time you do the melody.
All right.
Okay? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. Or you pick your song.
It's alright, it's alright.
You are
my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
One more time.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
How did you know it wasn't your key? I don't even know my key.
Well, I was coming along and I was like, oh bullshit, that's way too high.
Thank you. Have we ever done that before?
No.
We've never done that before.
I thought you were dubbed.
I'm still in the hazy afterglow.
In the what club?
The hazy afterglow.
Oh,
Because it was so sweet.
I had to sing a song. Do you remember I had to do a Vulcan funeral dirge?
I moved the mic closer.
No, but I remember the producer came down and said, you're going to have to join ASCAP, which is the association of...
Could you wrote the song yourself?
I wrote the song.
Would you sing it
I
first?
have no idea what it was. It was
Would you
20
sing
years
something
ago.
up?
Blah, 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 blah. To this day, I still get residuals from ASCAP.
Are you serious?
I'm serious, like a penny a year.
Didn't we sing a song together in one of the episodes? We had to do a, what do you call it?
Was there any episode that you didn't sing?
Klingon. No, there was this. No, you're right. We had to sing a drinking song, you and I. Maybe that was Garrett.
No.
You guys all look alike.
Bob will sing.
Hi, sorry. You would like to have a question. You're so patient.
It's entertaining, it's fun. So. It's great to see you guys here. I know you guys had a great run in Voyager, and after the show I was just wondering if you guys had any fears of being typecast. And Jeri, I loved you in Boston Public. It was a great show. So it's for all of you guys. Questions for all of you guys.
Yeah, sure. No, I have no fear about being typecast. I have a fear of being not cast. But, you know, I mean, if
You also had a full face of rubber, so...
Right. I mean, if the type, what's typecasting, you know? What's playing anything other than yourself anyway? If you're playing anything other than yourself, you're acting. So I think it's best to hope that you're just cast for who you are, because true chameleons are very rare. And so, I mean, if I'm playing a character, then I'm acting, and that's the last thing I want to be caught doing. So I use myself. So, but types are you know, expectations directors feel audiences have. So I would not be cast as a violent, evil person because audiences don't perceive me in that way. It would be a dangerous or rare choice for a director to cast me in that way. So I count on a handful the number of roles that I've played that are villains. Mostly I get a menschy, likable guy because that's how I am perceived. So that is typecasting to a certain extent. And the opportunities to you know, expand your range only come with the kind of roles you get, of which you have no choice over. So, and to feel fearful about that would be a complete waste of time of your emotions.
But you played an incredible villain on Criminal Minds. And you were
I've played bad guys, yeah, but they're usually, they're tempered by some kind of quality that makes them sympathetic. I've never played anybody outright malevolent in my entire career.
You know, Ethan, because we're being signed, I wonder if you wanted to tell your reindeer story.
Oh, well, I spent a lot of time in Maine. Has anybody been to Maine? Do you know there's a lot of moose in Maine? And deer. No, it's not going to work.
I'm sorry. Okay.
There was a signer, and I was talking about deer, and every time I said deer, she'd go like this. And every time I'd say moose, she'd... So I just kind of said, you know, I ran into a herd of deer, and I like deer. I love deer. I think deer are one of the nicest animals in the world. Moose, yeah. So this went on, and pretty soon this woman was basically... And that's the reindeer story.
You retired? Oh, yeah. We got the relief signer. I can't believe you put the signer on the bench. Unbelievable. Exhausted by the reindeer story.
Hi. I'm just wondering, after your time on this series, what your thoughts about pockets are.
All of us, you mean, because none of us had pockets. Jeri?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of room for much of anything else besides me and my costume. I couldn't even be mic'd, so I had to, there's something called looping, which is when you have, the sound is messed up in a scene or whatever, you have to re-record your dialogue. And it happens, you know, fairly frequently, but more frequently on Star Trek because my outfit could not be wired.